Hey, how you doing today? How's your thyroid? Did you ask it? Do you know where it is? It's kind of like 3 fingers above this little groove right here. Yeah, about in there. Some of us can't feel it. We got a fatter pad there than others. I think thyroid is one of the things that people really would love to blame a little excess weight, a little less energy on. I've had people in the office insisting it's their thyroid that's the problem. And then we get some numbers on some reports back and it's not. It's not. It's something else. But there are a lot of people in the United States that do have thyroid problems. Now, there's a couple of different kinds of thyroid problems. There's primary hypothyroidism, which means the thyroid gland itself is just getting old and worn out. And there could be several reasons for that. There are people who have, which is called hypothyroidism, by the way. There are people who have hyperthyroidism. Their thyroid is running in overtime. Yay! Look, I stayed up till midnight, got all the closets cleaned, baked some cookies, went out and cleaned out the garage, picked up the kids even though they weren't at school. You know, they got everything done. They had too much energy. And then there's people who are somewhere in between. They're feeling a little fatigued where their thyroid gland is kind of doing this on again, off again thing, on again, off again thing, on again, off again thing. Those people have maybe a secondary form of hypothyroidism. So it's not the thyroid gland. It might be that their other chemicals in their body are making a problem that is putting strain on the thyroid. It can also be other hormones that are putting a strain on the thyroid. Female or male hormones, they'll do that too. So what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is too, there is another form of a disease that can cause you to gain weight, cause you to feel mentally foggy. You can actually almost have normal thyroid numbers and have that, and that's Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Now, itis meaning anytime you hear the word itis on something, it means inflammation of. So it's an inflammation of the thyroid gland, and it's an autoimmune disorder, which means your body is attacking itself. So it's coming from within the house, okay? So one of the things that we want to make sure you do is that you get the proper testing for thyroid and to prove that you don't have Hashimoto's thyroiditis, because that too can mimic things like lethargy, weight gain, depression, just overall, I don't care, I don't want to. Slows down the bowels. Who wants to be full of that stuff? Nobody wants to be full of that stuff. It can also just totally affect your quality of life. I had a little guy patient in here, maybe back 8-9 months ago, and I asked him about how he thought, and he used the perfect word, and I'd like to pass that on to you. He said he felt muzzy. Muzzy is a good word. It's like you know it, but you're thinking through it, but you can't get there. The thyroid affects all of that. And then all you want to do is basically lay on the couch and have some potato chips and a Twinkie, or, you know, a big fat latte and get fatter. So what we want you to do is get your thyroid in proper working order. We want to make sure you don't have hypothyroid. We don't want you to have hyper, which is known as Graves. We don't want you to have Hashimoto's thyroiditis. We don't want you to have any of the thyroid problems. Get some protein in and see if you can help that thyroid function better. But most of all, get to see someone like a naturopath. Yeah, I know, I'm pushing it. But get to see a naturopath and let them help you get your thyroid back on track, or get your Hashimoto's probably under control. Does it ever go away? No. Would I be a liar if I said it did? Yeah. But get it under control. Get you under control so you can feel better today. Give anybody that's a naturopath or us a call. Have a good naturopathic day.